Veymax coming out of left field with their brand new all-terrain board, the Nymph. Coming out of the gate swinging with their brand new reverse kingpin setup, a 50-degree up front and a 30-degree in the rear makes this an incredibly beautiful, agile, and stable at high speeds. Processed out of 7075 aluminum alloy, it has an incredible strength with a 5-axis technology CNC'd. Overall, just a beautiful new truck system, and I am so here for the color palette as well too. Oh wow. Yeah, really cool. Do you know what I love about all these brand new boards and they're releasing everything is they're all taking a step forward in anything from color to creativity to just design to ingenuity with truck system, and it shows, and I'm so here for it. I mean, Veymax came out with a beautiful pink board, challenging almost all the other norms that everyone else has been putting out. Yes, we've gotten purple, yes, we've gotten some other colors, and it's been such a blessing in my opinion, and I love it. But look at this thing. Pink! It's pink! Pink! I love it! And this board has some awesome trucks on it. Probably the best feature about the entire thing is these trucks. So yeah, definitely the trucks. Again, they are reverse kingpin split angle, 50 degrees up front, 30 degrees in the rear. And anyone who knows anything about skateboarding along those lines that way, truck angles is massively important. And being able to have more of a higher degree up front and a lower degree in the rear gives you that carveability up front, but stability that you get from the high power and high speed. And this board has decent power, but we'll touch on that in a little bit. And let's start off with the deck. Measuring a total at 37.5 inches long by just over 10 inches wide, this thing has a beautiful W-shaped concave. It holds the feet in place, and it's a little bit longer than the other boards that have been coming out recently. And as you can see here, the Stick of Truth shows that beautiful concave edge, slight W in the middle, really does hold and support the feet beautifully. So carvability wise, it feels fantastic. And as big as these tires are, I actually haven't gotten any wheel bite with these bushings set up on here, but we'll even touch more on that in a little bit. And here's something that is really fun and really interesting. 12S3P, with a lot of people going the 14S route, 12S3P gives you 648 watt hours with the EVE 50E cell pack that's inside of here. 12S3P is the base model, and then there is a pro model that gives you a 12S4P with even over 840 something watt hours. That is great for this price point. Starting at $699 gives you a fantastic idea of what this board represents. It's something that a 12S3P gives more watt hours than you were getting out of a 12S4P years ago. Battery tech is going up. These EVE cells are fantastic. Haven't any issues with them in my other boards that I've used it for, so it's not my first rodeo with them, but I definitely can recommend it in that sense. Now, they did work with Hobbywing in conjunction with this ESC, a 30 amp custom ESC for the 12S3P series with the toll MOF sets inside there as well too. Massively important. You have to understand that those are reducing the heat dissipation and allowing for better efficiency, which over the range of the battery pack allows for even better performance as well too. Keeping heat down is the name of the game when it comes to any ESC battery pack or motors. So having bigger and better toll MOF sets allows that to happen in there. So this is actually their FlexVolt system. Other companies have been using this as well too in the past, and this allows it to be a nickel system that also has a transparent case inside of there. So flex wise, no having to worry about any wires coming loose or anything like that. Definitely a nice, safe, and reliable battery pack. Now, to get to the ESC, 30 amp ESC, it's kind of one of those things where I feel like it's lacking a little bit in the power department. And as the base model, I can understand that, but the pro model, all you're getting is the benefit of a 12S4P over a 12S3P. No bump in ESC, no bump in bigger motors. And I feel like this may have been a missed opportunity for Veymax. So Veymax, if you're watching this, maybe we reconsider just the pro model getting a little bit better ESC and a little bit bigger motors to give it that more oomph factor.
All right, so we are going to be doing a full acceleration test from a complete standstill. I have full battery life right now. I'm at like 48 volts at a 58 volts, so pretty much at the top end right there. And we're going to go just a 3, 2, 1 and see how fast this thing goes, all right? 3, 2, 1, go. Full throttle. Full throttle. 13, 14. Say. Seemed like it was 23 miles an hour on the GPS speed radar over there. Hit the white line there, so it's not crazy speed, not crazy anything like that. I looked inside the menu and it looked like the speed was capped at 63%. I'm feeling like there could be even more potentially coming out of this motor, so I'm gonna talk to Vmax to see what's going on with that.
Speaking of motors, these are the Hobbywing 5250 motors at a 2,252 watts peak motor with 170 kV. It has a great balance of speed, efficiency, and power, but I will say that the power is lacking a little bit here. I've used these motors, the 5250 motors, in other boards, and I must say that either the ESC or the battery output, it's just not the torque that I'm used to on other boards out on the market right now. So it is something that I would say is lacking a little bit, but makes up in the carveability and maneuverability of this board as well too. Speed mode 4 can get you up to 27 miles an hour with my weight. In my speed test you saw before there, it topped out at 23 miles per hour just in the acceleration test, is where I basically start from where I am to that white line that I cross. Whatever the speed radar says is where I cap that out. So it's been a pretty standardized test across all my other videos.
I will say this, the Nymph off the cuff, super stable. Under full acceleration, hitting 25, I think it was 26 top end speed there. It felt incredibly locked in, but even at these lower end speeds, there's some really nice carve ride feel in this. Very, very front nose oriented. So the back is very stable, locked in. The front, very much nimble. Nimble Nymph. It feels good. It feels really nice and dialed in. And again, haven't adjusted anything as far as bushings or anything like that. This is literally out of the box, charged up, ready to rock and roll. We're on basically no threads there. Same in the rear. It says 90A in the rear, 85A in the front. Look like they're kind of tall barrel bushings, their own Veymax barrel bushings on there. But these trucks are 70-75 CNC'd, totally different truck style system than anything is used to. And for Veymax to come out with something like this, very, very surprised, and I applaud them. Absolute brilliant step in the right direction for their company, 100%. Oh yeah, definitely like a black or gray cat running across the road there, so we're gonna go the opposite direction. That's fun. So the wah paw factor on this board. Now that is something that is, again, very interesting. I applaud, let me stop right here, all of these companies coming out with redesigned truck systems. I'm talking about Rev's Phantom X, I'm talking about Tito Duality truck system, the one with the race access system. These companies are coming out with these split angle, completely different pivot point systems, and it's refreshing to see a little bit more ingenuity and development in that specter of it. Boards go fast, boards go far. There's only so much carbon fiber or bamboo or other materials that we can use out there. To start redesigning swing-like arm truck systems and different pivot point truck systems is great. And this from Veymax is crucially important. To be able to start incorporating 70-75 split angle systems is absolutely brilliant. So I applaud all of the companies out there, especially Veymax as well too, to taking the step in the right direction and creating something that is new to the market. And I think that's just how we push this envelope even further. More people want, you know, faster range, all that stuff. I think we've hit a really large peak in that end. Like boards that are doing 50 miles per hour, consumer rated boards, it's nuts to me. 18S series, 21S series, like that's all wild to me. The new truck design systems, I applaud. It's great to step out of the barrel, double kingpin, traditional kingpin, and try something new like this with a split angle system on there is very, very nice in that sense. So I applaud you guys.
Let us touch briefly on the pneumatic tires. These are 160mm by 55mm contact patch, offering a really nice, comfortable grip. A new company I've never seen making new wheels out here, and honestly, they grip really well. Even on off-roading conditions, when I was able to ride across grass and stuff like that, this felt really comfortable. But the beautiful thing with the Nymph is that it is available to fit 85mm street wheels all the way up to 200mm AT styles. So one board fits all of your different needs, and I would say that maybe this one is kind of geared more towards the AT style setup. Alright, the Veymax Nymph is here, and it is truly a remarkable piece of equipment coming out of Veymax. I mean, custom CNC'd RKP trucks that allow you to have the stability and carvability like a pro setup. It is truly a fun whip around board, and with proper bushing setup, you can really dial this into your style ride. The deck is comfortable, the power is okay, and the range is phenomenal. 12S3P or a 12S4P setup is beautiful for this price range. And again, if it just maybe the Pro model got that bump in ESC power and maybe a little bit larger of a motor, it would have been a great offering for anyone that's looking for that extra oomph down the road. Otherwise, this board really does feel fantastic under the feet, and I do love the color palette overall. Stepping out of the norm is fantastic in my opinion.